While we're talking about stitch tension and potential problems that you can make as the operator, let me show you another one that I commonly hear about on the phone, which is actually an easy mistake to make, and I've even made it myself. To show you this, I've got to work with a fairly heavy, very thick batch of material. So we've got some Naugahyde Universal here, and I've got it folded in half, and then I'm going to fold it again, and let's even fold it one more time, so that we're going from, well, that's quite a bunch. We're going from 2 to 8 layers, and that's going to be quite a hill to jump, but we're going to be able to do it here. Let's go ahead and set our machine for straight stitch on this, because we haven't done much straight stitching. And what I want to show you first is that walking foot is a real champ, and this machine is extremely powerful. So we are now in, let's put our tension knob back on too, because we don't need to see that right now. So we're now going from 2 layers and jumping nicely up into 8 layers of material. And what I want to show you, is exactly what I wanted to explain to you, how you can make a mistake. I'm in such a thick batch of material, I forgot to drop my presser foot. So what happened was, and I actually honestly forgot to drop the presser foot, is the machine couldn't create a proper stitch because the foot wasn't holding the material down, so I end up with this big rat's nest on the underside. Eventually the rat's nest gets caught up in the lower mechanism, then you hear a crunch because the needle comes down and hits something. So big no-no, you don't want to do that. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut the threads, and now I have actually even taken the point off the needle, so this would be a case where you would want to change the needle. And we're just going to do that real quick. I love it when these real life examples happen. And I'm going to cut for a second because I got to find a needle. Alright, I went and got a needle. So now we need to insert the needle in the machine. This is a whole different chapter of the book, but it's good to see things a couple of times sometimes. So, or the video. So I'm going to put the needle in, make sure it's all the way up to the top of its travel, and I've got to make sure the long groove of the needle is facing to the left. And hold it all the way to the top. Tighten my set screw. And rethread my needle. And we're back in business. Now, I want to just this time show you that what I was intending to show you without actually doing it. Let's put our material back under and go back to sewing. Now what I had done is raised my foot to turn and then forgot that I raised the foot, but look how easy it is to see or to think you still have your foot down. The material is so thick and spongy, it really appears like it's down on the surface of the material. What I should have done is come back up here, drop the foot in order to continue sewing, and then we would have had absolutely no problems coming around that bend. So, point of this whole discussion is, in thick material, make sure that you're dropping your presser foot. If you're not dropping your presser foot, you could end up with exactly what I did and cause your needle to hit something after the thread snarls get so large that things hang up, and then have to find yourself replacing your needle.